This is the Chevy Dayvan that I'm selling on behalf of my father. He brought it 2 years ago when he was touring France, trying to find his retirement home there. My father was the first person to own the car after it was imported into the UK a couple of years ago. It was obviously originally registered in America in 1997. The last time it was MOT'd was last September, but it's been in storage in the UK ever since it was MOT'd, so it's effectively only done another 20 or 30 miles since. This is a Chevy's 4-litre engine. The vehicle itself weighs about 2,600 kilos, so in terms of power to weight ratio, this is exactly the sort of engine you need. It's going to let you sit on the motorway all day without having to keep stopping for petrol, but it's still got that vital bit of power that you need to overtake a caravan or get yourself up to the top of a hill. The van has these little steps which make it really easy to get in and out of, and for the rear passengers it's got this full-length sliding door which automatically locks when you open it, so no problem there. From the driver's seat, it's really the most comfortable vehicle. It's got these great leather seats with the armrests and that, plus all your cup holders and easy access to the stereos and the lights. It's got 45,000 miles on the clock, but you've got to remember that that's not 45,000 miles spent swerving round roundabouts in the rain in England. This is 45,000 miles that's been driven on American roads, and anyone that's been to America will tell you the roads there, they're straight, they're flat, they're very, very quiet, and of course they're usually bone dry, so it's effectively the same as driving the car in Europe on the very best motorways, and then only driving it in the very best weather. Being an American vehicle, the Chevy is of course left-hand drive, but if you're going to be driving the car sort of for European holidays, I mean, having a left-hand drive car is virtually essential, but for everyday use, if like most people you're right-handed, the gear stick's just there by your right hand. So I mean, after a few hours of obviously getting used to having the steering wheel on a different side of the car, it actually is far more comfortable way to drive. This is the view of the vehicle from one of the rear passenger seats, and as you can see the seats are all done in this grey leather and they've all got their own controls to move them backwards and forwards, and the very rear seats are just as comfortable. Right, if you need to stay in the car overnight, you can see every single window has got a blind on it, and this little control panel in front of you here, when you flick these switches up, as you can see around the ceiling of the car, it lights up all of these hundreds of tiny little LEDs to to give you enough light to read by, and they even go all the way along the sides, because of course these two seats electrically fold down into a bed, and there's a stereo that you can control from the bed if you are staying in it overnight. And all around the back of the vehicle there's these little panels which actually fold up into useful little cupboards. There's also cupboards between the two front seats with various little hidey holes. There's of course an airbag on the driver's side and another airbag on the passenger side too. Now this still needs to be installed, but what we're looking at is actually not a laptop, it's one of those airplane style TV things which actually goes that way up and hangs from the ceiling here. It still needs to be wired up, and it'll be for the new owner to do that, but it'll look great when it's done. This is the good bit. From this little control panel on the wall, you can actually turn the back seats into a bed without using your hands. So that's just a door lock. It's back. Maybe it needs to go forward. See, I'm just pressing that to move it backwards and forwards, and this, I think, yeah, converts it. Look at that, it's turning into a bed. So let's just do that bit by hand. How cool is that? On the back of the vehicle, as well as the spare wheel, there's a ladder which gives you really easy access up onto the roof, where you can either store some more luggage, and you've got these great TV aerials and radio aerials. There's 4 of them in all, to either side of the vehicle. So that's effectively the end of the tour of the Dayvan for sale. So just to recap, it's 4-wheel drive, which is going to be great if the winter's anything like the last one. It's a 4-litre petrol engine. It's a great looking van with those tinted windows all the way around. It's really, really comfortable, not only to drive but also to be a passenger in. And of course, with that electrically folding bed, you've got the option of doing journeys of several days where you can stay overnight actually in the van. Now, as I said previously, my father brought this van when he was driving around France looking for his new home. Now, when he brought it 2 years ago, he paid £6,000 for it, and today he only wants £4,000. Now, if anyone wants to come and have a look at the van, they can get in touch with me because I'm selling it on his behalf. Now, you can call me on a UK number, which is 07931 924 637, or email me at adrianashley@btinternet.com.